everybody. Thank you for joining us for our mat class today. I'm Lauren and I'm here with Allie, and we are going to take you through a mat class with the small ball as a prop. Something about this size with a little give will be ideal for today's workout. And we're starting right away down on your back with the ball, so I'll go ahead and give that to Allie. Work your way down onto the mat, lie down onto your back, and we'll place the ball nice and high on your thighs, right above your knees, and we'll bring your feet this distance apart, nice and close towards your sit bones, so your shins are maybe just shy of perpendicular. And we'll let your arms rest nice and long by your sides. Feel your shoulders opening up here. Neutral through your spine, neutral through your pelvis. And let's just take a nice inhale to prepare. Exhale, just stay there, connect in with your core. Start to connect that focus in your mind to your body. We'll take one more inhale to prepare. And as you exhale, squeeze in on the ball. So you're starting to connect a little inner thighs. Inhale, release, not completely. Keep a little resistance, but as you take your exhales, so squeeze nice and deep into that ball. And exhale again. We love getting the inner thighs kicked on. There's such a nice gateway up into your pelvic floor, into your lower abdominals. We're going to use this prop. It's small, but it's mighty today. It's going to make some exercises a little more challenging, but it'll make some others more accessible. So we'll kind of get the best of both worlds. On our next exhale, squeeze that ball to keep it there. And we'll start with a pelvic curl, drawing in your abdominals. Let that low back sink down and continue peeling up one vertebrae at a time, coming into a nice straight line. Knees, hips to shoulders. Beautiful line. Inhale. Exhale. Keep that tailbone lifting up. Start to sink the sternum, rib cage down, low back, sacrum. Come back to your neutral. Gently release some of that tension on the ball, and we'll go again. Exhale. Squeeze in and continue to roll up. Now at the top, press down with your arms nice and strong. Keep the engagement on the ball and maintain that as we start to peel back down. Relaxing your glutes, hanging onto the abs and the ball, and then inhale, release once you get back to neutral. Inhale again. Exhale, squeeze and scoop, rolling up. You might feel a little bit of lift in that upper back, which we love. Try not to do any in the low back, so we're not trying to flare in the rib cage. And exhale, lower back down. Allie's doing such a nice job finding one vertebrae at a time. Last pelvic curl here. We'll squeeze, exhale, scoop, rolling up. Inhale at the top. Exhale, squeeze a little more as you roll down. Keep that squeeze. Almost that effort has to increase as we start to get a little more fatigued. Come back to neutral. And let's reach your arms up to the ceiling. Open your arms out to a T position, right in line with the shoulders. And then we'll take one leg and then the other up to tabletop. Lift those shins parallel and give the ball a nice squeeze again here. We'll take our spine twist supine. Inhale, take your legs to one side. And then exhale, pull down in the ribs, come back center. And just keeping that squeeze with the ball nice and pointed through your toes. Good. And watch so you don't start to fishtail. Think the knees and the feet, good, move together. Again, inhale. Rotate the spine. Exhale, squeeze and pull back. And to the other side. Inhale, rotate, nice. And exhale, center. And each side again, inhale. Exhale, squeeze and rotate. And last one, inhale. Exhale, rotate. Let's add on. So we take the rotation back to your first side. Extend through your top leg. Flex that foot. Just reach out the heel for a second, almost like you're creating a little more space in your hip. Let's squeeze that ball for 5. Squeeze 4. And 3. And 2. And 1. Point that top foot. Bend your knee. and pull back center. To the other side, we rotate. Extend through your top leg. Flex that foot, reach out your heel, and give the ball a squeeze, and a squeeze. 3 more, and 2, and 1. Point through your foot, bend your knee, draw your obliques back center. One more time, just like that with the little add-on. We'll rotate, extend, flex, and squeeze, and squeeze, and 3, and 2, and 1. Point your foot, bend your knee, pull back to the last side to even out, and extend your knee, flex your foot, and squeeze, and squeeze. 3 more. Exhale, and 2, and 1. Stretching, point through the toes, bend your knee, pull back center, gently set one foot down, set the other foot down. Now you'll want to grab your ball, and we're going to place it underneath your foot. Let's go under your right foot to start. Make sure your foot is nice and firmly planted down on the ball, so you're not rolling to either edge, the heel or the toe. And then from here, draw that ball so that your feet are back in line with one another. We'll take another pelvic curl here. Inhale, exhale, rolling up. Find those inner thighs you just woke up. So now they're already active. They don't have resistance. They should fall right in place. Exhale, rolling back down. What I'm hoping for with the ball is it'll add a little instability. So your hamstring's going to kick on more on that right leg. Exhale, rolling up. Good. Inhale. And exhale, peeling down. Thinking both the sides, the one on the ball, the one not on the ball, stay the same length. Last time we'll roll up with the ball into this right foot. And firm up through the ball. Try and get that resistance. Hold at the top. And lift your opposite leg up. Let's just go to a bent knee, lifting that hip up towards the ceiling, and hold for 3, and 2, chin up a little, and 1. Set the foot down, and gently roll down. Straighten your leg out on the ball. Let's give yourself a little hamstring release there. Take an inhale. And exhale. One more breath to relax that side. And then we'll pull that ball, roll it back in, switch it over to your other foot. So the right foot down flat on the floor. Bring the ball under your left foot. And even out your toes. You can probably bring your right foot a little forward for me. There we go. Toes in line, planting nice and firm through the ball. 3 pelvic curls on this side. Inhale, then exhale, curl and roll up. That looks good. Inhale. And exhale, rolling down. Love that how he's really putting a lot of energy in her arms. That base of support along with the supporting foot are going to really help with the stability while we have that unstable surface going on under. And good, connecting there. Beautiful. And roll down. And neutral, inhale. Exhale, this third one, staying at the top. Connect in with the ball under the foot and float your other leg up, holding that nice tabletop position. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lengthen that foot down. Lifting up with the hip and gently peel your spine back down to the start. Find your neutral, stretch the leg out, give yourself a quick release for your hamstring. And pull it back in. Go ahead and take the ball out from underneath your legs. We're going to move the ball under your shoulder blades now, so think directly opposite your sternum. So we'll place it underneath. Feel free to adjust if you need to. And then your legs will come back to that same bent position, fist distance apart. Hands interlaced behind your head. Rest your head, make a little hammock, and gently lower down over the ball. And you want to support your head with your hands here so this isn't straining on your neck. So take an inhale. Exhale, come up to a neutral spine, and then continue deeper into flexion, feeling those ribs pulled down towards the floor. Inhale, and exhale, lower back down. all the way over. So your abdominals start to really lengthen place. As we exhale, we come up just to that neutral there in neutral. And then we continue a little higher, flexing through the abdominals. Inhale. And exhale, lower down. Good. And take that nice deep breath in again. Exhale, pressing the ribs down and lifting up, keeping a really nice neutral pelvis here. So just the upper abs trying to meet the lower abs. Inhale, you can let the head pull back a little heavy in those hands, chin down a smidge, and lower down. Taking your gaze right towards the center of your thighs. Because the ball puts us up a little higher, maybe you're up towards your knees with that gaze, but it's going to help get your head in the right position. Exhaling to lift. That's it, good. Relax the head back into the hands. There we go. Inhale. And exhale to lower. Last one, we'll stay up for some rotations. Exhale, lift. And keep this really small. What I'm going to look for is that your distance between your ribs, your hips on the right and the left side of your waist stay even as we rotate the spine. Inhale, back center, and rotate. And inhale. So we're trying not to side bend at all. Think pure rotation. And twist. And center. And twist. Love that we found some more height, that one. And rotate. Love that Allie's keeping her legs, her pelvis perfectly still. If you go too big and you see your knees shifting on each other or your pelvis moving, contain it so you're getting it actually in the right place. And rotate. Watch that we don't do any movement with the head or the neck. All in the waist is what we're going for. And one more to each side. Even out whichever side we started toward. And then lower down. Take one breath. We're going to come right back up to stay in a nice hold. We'll take your right leg up to tabletop. Inhale, tap the right leg down. And exhale, lifting up. Good. Keeping the knee joint the same angle. Move from your hip joint. 3 and 4 and 5. Good. Set the right foot down. Lift your left leg up. Same thing. Inhale, tap. Exhale, pull. And tap. And pull. And 3 and 2 and 1. Catch your leg up. Bring your second leg to meet. Zip your legs together. Keep drawing your abs down toward the floor. And we'll take the legs out like double leg stretch for the lower body. And pull back in. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, pull. Beautiful. Again, those knees straight. And inhale. And exhale. No change in the length of the abs here. Nice isometric hold. And reach. And pull. 2 more. Inhale, out. And pull. Last one. No change in that back. Pull it in. Lift a little higher. Gently lower one foot down. Lower the other foot down. You can stretch over that ball. Reach your arms all the way up overhead. And take a quick breath here. Find a little release for the abdominals. I always say healthy muscle, fully contract, but also can fully relax. So go ahead and take this out. You can lay down. We'll reach the ball all the way overhead between your palms. We'll take a couple roll-ups here. Legs together, nice and extended through your toes. And then you'll want to settle your ribs in, even if you need to bring your arms, that ball, a couple inches off the mat so you feel like you have the control in your center here. Beautiful line. And we'll start with the arms lifting. Head, neck, chest, follow. Come into your C curve. That same chest lift we just practiced. And then continue to roll up. Good. Just raise your head a little higher, chin down. Just want the head a little higher than the shape so you're not burying it between your arms. Good. And roll back down. Find that chest lift position again and lengthen lower. Watching those ribs pull in. Good. Arms, head, neck, chest. Pause in this chest lift position. Now we don't have the height of the ball to help us get up there. Exhale, peel forward. Trying not to round any deeper than that C curve we started with. Just lift a little, think a little more capital C shape through that back. A little more uplifted. There we go. And exhale, rolling down. That's it. And lengthen down. And watching the core. Inhale, arms, head, neck, chest. Pause again. From here, no more movement in the head. The upper back's necessary. Just the low back changes. And we have that beautiful curve at the top. Draw the shoulders down. Look down towards your knees just slightly. Inhale. And exhale, pulling the shoulders out of the ears. Nice control coming down. And we'll take one more, rolling up to the top. We'll inhale, lift halfway up. And then from here, think that head going up towards the ceiling, roll through. Good. And extend through your back, nice and flat. Flex your feet, separate your feet, shoulder width apart, and then let's press the ball down between your legs, and both your hands can stack on top of the ball. Really thinking of your toes reaching up towards the ceiling, so get that nice stretch for your calves. And bring your back a little further against a wall to start. There. So this will be that same feeling. Pull the ribs in. We'll start with the head first, getting a nice stretch forward and over. Once you've stretched that part, don't move it anymore. Move the upper back into that spine stretch. Move that mid back. And then the low back, and you're just gently pressing down on the ball, helping to engage the downside of the shoulders. Inhale. Exhale, keep pressing on that ball. Stack your low back up. Stack your mid back. Stack your upper back. And the head. Nice. Again, inhale. Think forward and over. And that upper same. Good, that mid back same. I can feel Allie's really pressing into me with that low back until that spot of your spine, it's turned to go. And we reach forward. Inhale, relax the shoulders, good. Exhale, peel back up. Like you're feeling that imaginary wall. You can do this exercise. You can practice it up against a wall. It's great feedback. Again, exhale, rolling down. Pull those shoulders down. Think of even your shoulder blades a little bit pulling towards each other, especially if you tend to want to round forward. And rolling up, keep pulling the shoulder blades together. Very nice. Inhale, lifting up to the top. And we'll take one more. Exhale, peeling down. Imagine your back's like a strand of pearls, one at a time, peeling away from that pretend wall. And from here, grab the ball between your hands without changing your spine. Reach your arms up overhead so your biceps frame your ears. Now, take the whole back flat. Flatten out that spine. Reach on the diagonal. Feel a lot of power, a lot of work here in the upper back. And let's squeeze in on the ball. A little squeeze and squeeze. We're holding through this mid-back. You're trying to get those arms extended, the backs of the shoulders working a ton. Stretching with the elbows. Beautiful. And one more. Hold that last squeeze. Lift the thumbs up for 5 and 4 and 3. That's it. 2 and 1. Gently release. Round back forward. Hands return on top of the ball. And gently roll yourself back to the top. And get that nice flat back. From here, you'll take the ball underneath your ankles. You'll probably want to do it right kind of that small underneath your calf and your ankle, that in between your heel and your calf, I should say. We'll straighten your toes out nice and pointed, bringing the hands behind. And that back, we just practiced using those extensors. So using it here, pushing down with the shoulders. And we'll take our back support. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, hinge at the hips and lift up. The ball's just going to accentuate a little more of those hamstrings again. Inhale, hinge at the hips, and just tap back down. Exhale up. Love that hinge. Inhale. I love that Ali's taking her head on that diagonal, so her head's always in alignment with her spine. And lift. She's working hard not to shrug in her shoulders on the way down. Keep pushing the ground away. And up. Very nice. 3 more. Exhale. Inhale, just tap, no weight on those hips. And last 2. And after she finishes that third one, she'll come down, just round forward, let your arms stretch. You can maybe roll out your wrists for a moment. And we're going to move into some obliques and lateral work. So we'll take the ball between your ankles and roll onto one side, facing the edge of your mat. Both legs will start pointed. And you get yourself into a nice straight line. You can use this hand in front of your chest so you have a little support. And make sure your hips are stacked, your body's in a nice straight line. I'm going to bring this good right in line with the trunk. And so from here, it's all about the waist. So we'll inhale, exhale, squeeze on the ball, tilt the pelvis, lift the legs. Inhale, lower, keep that squeeze on the ball constant. Exhale, float up. Inhale. Makes it a little more challenging with the proprioception with your legs instead of having them in contact like we typically would with this exercise. And inhale, exhale, and good. I love that. I was really moving her legs like one unit still. Even with that ball there, it's the same. She's keeping her hips stacked so nicely. And I can tell by the wrinkles on Ali's shirt that she's using her obliques because they're working in the front or back. Not as many, which is a good sign. Pay attention if you start to feel this excessively in your lower back. You might need to bring your feet slightly forward. Let's take our next 2, lifting to the top. And lift it up. Whoops, we lost the ball. And on your second one, hold at the top. And just little squeezes on the ball. Think about it coming from the inner thighs. The waist is holding. And squeeze, and squeeze, and squeeze. 5 more. Exhale, exhale. And 3, and 2, and 1. Gently lower your legs down. Grab your ball, place it underneath your hand. And we'll stagger your legs. So starting in a V position. Press on the ball. Maybe let's go fingers towards you. This way. There we go. And use that ball for a little stability. We'll exhale, lift the V shape up. Inhale to hover back down. Exhale, tilt up. Inhale, a little more challenging with that pelvis here. Lift. And inhale. Exhale, lift. And inhale. I want this palm to stay up towards the ceiling, so we're opening that shoulder underneath. And lift. And lower. Hold this next one up. We'll scissor the legs. Go pulse, 2 times switch. Pulse, 2 times scissor. Switch for 2 and switch for 2. Always making this look easy. And switch. And switch. And switch. Good, and 2 pulses. She's splitting the distance evenly with the front leg, the back leg. I love it. 1 more each direction. And then take it back to center. Now, if you want to challenge, take that ball, press it on top of your thigh, and we'll press it down, balance for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lengthen down and just take a rest. Stretch that ball up overhead. Open up through your side. Just take a nice deep breath here, opening up through those ribs, that side that just worked. And then we'll continue on the other side. So you can work your way back up, swing your legs around. While you're swinging and setting your legs, let's take the ball between your ankles again. and then stretch out your legs. And we'll get yourself back into that nice straight line. Take that top hand in front for a little support. Hips are stacked. And beautiful line. Okay, so from here, starting with just regular side lift. Exhale, floating the legs up. Inhale to lower down. And exhale, lift. Inhale, nice and long. And float up. Inhale. Exhale, finding good use of the obliques. I always think of myself, I'm like 2/3 coming from the front, 1/3 from the back, just because I'm trying to correct that ratio that's already off for a lot of us, with the back being too strong. And good, 2 more. On the second one, let's hold up. We'll squeeze on that ball. A little squeeze and squeeze and squeeze and squeeze. Nice work. Holding the waist for 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Lift a little higher if you can. Lengthen down. Grab that ball, place it underneath your hand. And stagger your legs. Let's take the top leg in front, the bottom leg behind you. Try and split that midline of your body evenly and use the ball for a little support. Exhale, press and lift the legs. Inhale, hover back down. Exhale, press and lift. Inhale, challenging to keep this front hip bone from rocking back. And exhale, good. Think it's direction, straight towards that bottom rib. And lift. Exhale, you got that coordination with the ball, your breath, the timing of the legs. And lift. Good, we're just staying here for 3. And 2. Come back up 1 more. Hold at the top and let's take scissors. Switch your legs, 2 pulses. 1, 2 leg switch and pulse. 2 leg switch and pulse. 2 and pulse. 2 and pulse. Good, and pulse. Stabilizing in the core thing. No movement except for the legs. Boom. And boom. 1 more time to the front. 1 more time to the back. Come back to the center. Zip your legs. Hold. If you want that challenge, you can take the ball, press it on top of your thigh. Use that core. Good. Push the legs into the ball to your legs, and hold for 5 and 4 and 3. Nice work. 2 and 1. Lengthen down. Take the ball overhead and just stretch out your sides. Nice big breath there. Okay, last thing, roll onto your stomach. We'll take the ball still up overhead with extended arms. Legs are long, zipped together, feet are pointed. We'll take that ball between, actually, let's take it underneath your hands first. So I'm going to slide Allie down a little so she has some of her mat. You might do the same. And get into a nice neutral spine here. There's a little lift in those bottom ribs, length through the tailbone. And you're going to start with some shrugs. So gently press down on your ball. Let your shoulders glide up towards your ears. Nice. And passively then exhale. Focus on drawing them away. Inhale, we glide up, shrugging the shoulders. Exhale, we glide your shoulders back down your back. And again, inhale. And exhale, feeling the lower traps on that way down. Inhale. Exhale, drawing down. And then let's come nice into a neutral position with your shoulders. Press down on the ball. Now we're going to go through the spine into back extension. So go through the neck, through that upper, through that mid-back. That's it. Keep finding that head placement, nice continuous curve. Exhale, lower down. And we'll go again. Inhale, out and up. Moving through, pressing the ribs forward. and gently back down. Focus mostly on that upper back. You only want to come maybe as high as your bottom ribs still in contact with the mat. So that way we're not doing a ton of low back work just yet. We'll get that full back in just a few minutes. And exhaling down. And one more inhale. Good. Exhale down. Now, switch your palms on the ball. Press the ball between both of your palms. Arms are still trying to be nice and straight. We're lifting as high as we can in the shoulders so they're framing your ears. And you should feel that mid-back that we warmed up. It's already on, ready to go. Let's float your legs up off the mat. And we're just going to focus. Now you feel the whole spine. Focus on squeezing that ball with straight arms, reaching out and up. Good. And squeeze. Exhale. Can you straighten your elbows more? Good. Can you prevent yourself from shrugging? That's it. And holding the back with that core supporting. Stay for 3 more, 2 more, 1 more. Thumbs up to the ceiling. Gently lower down, lower your legs, lower your arms. I'm going to take that ball. You can set it down and just push yourself back into a nice rest position. Have a seat on your heels. Just let yourself release through that spine. Really, really nice work. We hit up a lot of those hamstrings, a lot of your legs, your abs, your back, your sides. You can go ahead and gently roll yourself up. And we'll work with you the next time. Hope you had an awesome class, and we look forward to seeing you again.